Okay, so hydrophilic means that it dissolves in water. So the hydrogen atoms are drawn to the negative parts of molecules, and then the oxygen is attracted to the positive parts of an atom or a molecule once it's broken down. So it goes into the water, and then the molecule breaks apart, and the bonds are formed between the the different parts. So like a sodium chloride, the sodium would attach and then the chloride would attach to make those hydrogen bonds, and then that's what would make it dissolve and be hydrophilic. So water's polar, and that's what makes it hydrophilic, because the polarity of water is there's a little bit of open charge on that hydrogen, a little bit of open charge on that oxygen, and so it will bond. It will break the bonds with the other molecule, and it will bond with those. Whereas hydrophobic, those ones are not polar. So that means that they don't dissolve in water. So water kind of creates like a cage or a barrier around the polar molecule so that it can't combine. So it repels the water. These would examples of hydrophobic would be fats or lipids, oils, waxes, cholesterol, I think certain vitamins, vitamin A and K, I believe. Those are all hydrophobic. And because those are like, I kind of compare it to like the the polar, there's like open spots to connect. Like there's a parking spot for the part of the ion, whereas non-polar, there's no parking spots. They're happy, everything's bonded, everything's secure. There's like no way for those water molecules with their non-polarity to come in and mess it up. It's like a balanced molecule. So if you were to put a hydrophilic substance into water, like salt or sugar, the water would break it down and into its different molecules and bond. Excuse me, my dog is like playing right down there. So the hydrophilic, the water would break it down into different molecules, and so those bonds would be broken, and then the hydrogen would bond with the different parts of the molecule that was dissolved into the water. Whereas hydrophobic, the hydrophobic molecule, they'll aggregate together, and so they release any water molecules so that the water molecules can join together and they can bond with their hydrogen bonds, and then the other molecules like the fats and liquids, they'll bond to themselves. So that, I think, covers it all. The big thing is if it's polar or non-polar. I think that's the big characteristics in hydrophilic and hydrophobic molecules. Okay, thanks. Oh, and this is the little creature that was making all that noise trying to get her toy from under the bed. Yeah, hi, yes, you know. Or under the couch, not the bed.